your dreams.
So ZZZ had their first anniversary stream, and their upcoming anniversary is a huge W. We are getting a free standard character and a free weapon. We are getting free skins for the proxies. We are getting a permanent mode that lets us hang out at the movie theaters with our favorite characters, and it also lets us hang out with NPC characters as well. Can't wait to go to the movie theaters with Okadia. Ellen Joe is getting a buff, and we are also getting a whole new area. Out of the big four gacha games, this first anniversary is one of the best anniversaries out of the big four. The other three first annies were really just mid. They were really trash, to be honest. This ZZZ anniversary actually genuinely just feels like a anniversary. And outside of Hoyo Slop and Kuro Slop, there are other gacha games that genuinely do have pretty good anniversaries. So seeing a Hoyo Slop game, ZZZ, having an amazing first anniversary is a little good to see. Gacha games are starting to get a little bit more oversaturated. We are seeing some EOS. We are seeing some dumpster fires going on in the gacha gaming communities. So I think from here on out, I think a few gacha games are going to start giving out more freebies, especially on their first anniversaries, especially since this gacha market is starting to get oversaturated. And if they don't give out some freebies, then they're probably going to, EOS. ZZZ itself is pretty big, but yet also very niche. Like, I know on the YouTube scene, there's not that many ZZZ CCs. ZZZ does a pretty good job of being somewhat mainstream and yet also like very niche at the same time, and I think they did a good job with this in the beginning of the game. A lot of people got filtered at ZZZ's character rosters, seeing all these little girls on screen really filtered a lot of people, and not with just like the little girls too, even like other characters like Nicole or even Jane Doe, right? Like ZZZ basically came off as like a fan servicey game, right? They were not scared of the fan service, and I do think that drove quite a lot of normies off. I think ZZZ knows what it wants, and I do know that there are just a few people that are kind of doom posting about ZZZ on how it's like it's losing its identity. I think it's still a little too early to say that. I think the ZZZ devs did intend for the game to have the TV mode, and since they kind of basically just got rid of it, they kind of had to really rework this game to some degree. But I do think the game is still kind of staying in its intended course somewhat, regardless of them getting rid of the TV mode. But I do think getting rid of the TV mode kind of set them back just a little bit, not too much. Anyways, let's talk about more about this anniversary. We are getting a free S rank selector. I don't think you can really go wrong on who to pick. I would probably just pick with your heart. Pick whoever is your favorite, because they do kind of add at least some specialty to your account. In my opinion, I think the best options is either Lycon or Colada. Rina is also pretty good as well. Lycon and Colada are both stunners. Stunners are generally pretty good since they allow you to stun the enemy very quickly, and if you can stun the enemy, you can basically deal even more damage while they're stunned. Stunners are pretty flexible, and they can be used on basically on almost any team, so I don't think you can go wrong picking either Colada or Lycon. Rina is also a pretty good choice as well. She can lower the enemy's pen ratio, allowing you to deal more damage. Not only can you get a free S rank agent, but you can also get a free W engine as well, a free weapon for your characters. It might be wise to pick up the signature weapon of the S-ranked agent that you selected. However, before you pick your S-ranked agent or your W engine, if you do plan to pull on 2.0, it might be wise for you to pull first and then use your S-rank ticket selector to select whoever you didn't get. That way, you don't, like, if you ended up using the selector early and you do some pulls in 2.0 and then you end up losing the 50-50 to like the character that you selected, it just might be wise to wait a little bit before you use your S rank selector. Do some pulls in 2.0 if you do plan to pull in 2.0, and then, you know, once you've done your pulls in 2.0, use your S rank selector. If you can't tell enough already, I am pretty hyped for the first anniversary. I might pick Grace as my S ranked agent since I don't have Grace, but I do plan to get Yujuan. I might get her M2. I will get her W engine. I'm gonna get her first, and then maybe pick Grace if I don't lose the 50-50 to Grace. I do need to pre-farm for her stuff a little bit. I need to get some agent XP. I also need to get I think, yeah, agent XP and W engine XP. I also plan to get Jurufu as well. I like Jurufu. She was very cute. Don't know if I will pull for Jurufu's W engine. I might just use the battle pass one instead. Anyways, I'm pretty hyped. Let me know what you guys think about this first anniversary. Are you guys hyped for the anniversary? Are you not hyped for the anniversary? Are you going to be pulling for any characters this anniversary? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys later.
Bye-bye now. Come again soon.